Today we're going to be talking about how we can reduce ocean pollution over the next 10 years. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. We're going to go ahead and start off with what's the problem. Our oceans are being overrun with pollution from plastic. Plastic waste makes up 80% of all marine pollution. Around 8 to 10 million metric tons of plastic are being added each year. Plastic generally takes about 500 to 1,000 years to break down and become a microplastic without ever actually fully degrading. And there is currently about 50 to 75 trillion pieces of plastic and microplastics in the ocean currently. So why is ocean pollution a problem, and what are the impacts it could have on you? So a lot of people watching this probably, I don't live by the ocean, I don't eat seafood, like why does this actually affect me? Well, it affects you because not only is the ocean offer seafood and it's a great place to visit, but also because it is responsible for a lot of the oxygen and carbon dioxide levels on the planet in the atmosphere. A lot of it is regulated and comes through the ocean, actually through the water, and it helps to as well trap some of the carbon dioxide levels from them getting too high in the atmosphere, keeping us, alive. But we're going to go ahead and get into it with the liberal perspective. Looking at this problem globally and domestically under the liberal perspective allows for growth among handling this problem. Through the power of cooperation, we as individuals of planet Earth have the ability to make a difference. We begin with just recycling when we can. Here in my city, Corpus Christi, we have citywide recycling bins, making it easy to dispose of our reusable waste easily and effectively, as well as efficiently. With everyone working together for a greater good, ocean pollution is a problem we can slow down, clean up, and fix. As well as helping countries and nations get along better with each other, coming together and to tackle this issue as one entity, all on the same mission. I believe that if we as nations came together and formed some type of clean up union or group among all nations, that it would really push for decreasing pollution first of all, but would also push in terms of international relations and working amongst each other. I think this creates a sort of really healthy baseline for countries to talk about and to work with. I think that if we could as a group come together and cure ocean pollution or find a way to slow it down and make a difference, that we could eventually work things out in terms of immigration, nuclear weapons, religion, culture, problems that we face in terms with each other globally. Just because we've been able to tackle this together, I think that would honestly just get us a step closer to world peace, in my opinion. So who is contributing to this issue? This is a global problem that is occurring in all oceans. Every country at one point has had some form of contribution to the ocean pollution, although some countries have recycling rules. Granting citizens reimbursement for plastic use disposed of properly. Although this is something that's happening, only about 10% of the world's yearly plastic consumption is actually being recycled. So even though some countries already have rules and mandates in place for recycling, only 10% of the world's products are actually still getting recycled. Basically what that means is other nations and countries need to pick it up and do a little bit better so we can get that number higher. But on how we are handling this, on March 2nd of 2022, 175 countries adopted a resolution to end plastic pollution towards an international legally binding instrument. 175 countries came together and said in the next 20 years we should be able to handle this problem that's happening. We should be able to take care of the pollution that's happening in the ocean. However, that's in a good 20 years. I do think that this is something that we can push for and get done in the next 10. It starts with us. So several countries have already have mandates towards recycling, like I said. Germany having the highest recycling rate at 66% and Japan at 55%. Should the US do this? Well, in 2023 to 2024, the city of Corpus Christi recycled 10,761 tons of materials. My city is great because we offer recycling bins in the neighborhoods. I mean, there's one outside my door right now. It's super easy, super convenient, and it helps me feel super good after I recycle. I just grab a plastic, grab some aluminum, pick it up, put it in the trash can, put it on the curb, and they take it. And I feel that if we as a country went ahead and implemented this throughout the country, that we could save so much more in terms of pollution. I think that there are some cities in California, San Francisco, for example, that if you turn in plastic water bottles or soda cans, you actually get paid 5 to 15 cents for each can. If I knew that was something happening in Texas, on Corpus, I would 100% go to a park and pick up hundreds of cans to just make some money for the weekend. I think that would be a great incentive for people to